This series of videos will describe the relationship between discussion board prompts and the level of critical thinking demonstrated in students' responses. Here in Part 1, I'll introduce Bloom's taxonomy and the PIM, which are two ways to help understand and assess critical thinking and cognitive processes. When an instructor sets up a discussion board prompt, they might intend to elicit lower-level critical thinking, such as understanding of a concept. Or the instructor might want to see evidence of higher-level thinking, such as evaluation of a concept. Depending on the task, either could be appropriate. In fact, eliciting various levels of critical thinking in discussion board responses is a best practice. However, numerous studies have shown that instructors tend to provide prompts that produce lower-level responses even when the instructors are aiming for higher-level responses. And this begs the question, what strategies should instructors use to elicit higher-level responses? Let's start by looking at Bloom's taxonomy, which is one way to categorize different cognitive levels. While some discussion board prompts should aim for students to produce examples of lower levels, others should encourage mid or higher levels. By carefully considering the circumstances in which higher level thinking occurs, instructors can pre-structure their prompts to scaffold from lower to higher levels, from remembering to creating. With the right prompt, groups of learners can apply, analyze, and evaluate the content through discourse and reflection, which helps to pave the way to knowledge construction. So, how can we create discussions to scaffold students from understanding to evaluation of the content? Let's examine the Practical Inquiry Model, or the PIM. It provides a framework from which to assess the critical thinking process through cognitive engagement in online discussions. The PIM contains 4 phases: triggering, in which the learner recognizes or identifies a problem; exploration, in which learners exchange information, as well as possible explanations; integration, in which learners incorporate ideas from the learning content; and resolution, in which the learner implements a solution by means of practical application. In the upcoming videos, we'll use the phases of the PIM to classify students' responses. So, to get a better understanding of how the phases align with the cognitive levels, let's compare the PIM with Bloom's taxonomy. Triggering is comparable to understanding and remembering. Exploration is similar to applying. Integration relates to analyzing, and resolution is comparable to evaluating or creating. In the next videos, we'll take a look at types of questions instructors use for prompts, and we'll look at what levels of critical thinking they typically elicit.